sorry about there being no IBL match last week, guys. That's on, well, the league, I guess. We decided there would be a bit of a break week just for everyone to get refreshed and get excited for the second half of the season. And yeah, I think it worked, honestly. People are excited, people are ready to go, people are making better prep and playing better than ever, so we got a tough stretch. Let's try and make playoffs. So if you guys are excited for the return of the IBL, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe.
Things have changed for me, and that's okay.
What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 7 battle for the IBL Season 4. Today we're facing off against Shady, coach of the Buffalo Drills. No, it is not Shady Penguin, but it is Shady YT, Shady Mexican, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy's a good battler. He's a really good battler, and he is one of the only teams, I believe he actually is the only team, he claimed this, that has a good answer to our sand. And he does. But here's the thing, I'm still going to bring it. He may have a really good answer to our sand, but we have nothing for his Mega Beedrill, so because of that, we kind of have to bring our sand, even though he has good answers to it. So let's get into the matchup and what our opponent could possibly bring, because our opponent has a very, very scary roster, and honestly, I don't, like, this is like the one team we actually have like the worst possible matchup against. So I really want to go over what we brought and show you what we can do. Maybe we can do something better, but I do want to say, first of all, huge thank you to Pedro, coach of the Victoria Vaporeons, and the guy who beat us in the DDL finals a few seasons ago, or last season it was around, but hasn't been around for a while. He is the one who actually built 95% of this team. He actually built the Excadrill, Florges, Porygon-Z, Mega Ampharos, and T-Tar, there we go. And he actually built a Tangrowth over the Blaziken, but I said, you know what, I'm going to bring the Blaziken instead because I have an issue with Shaman, and I decided to replace the Wise Glasses on PZ with the leftovers. So we'll go over that in a second in more detail, but I'll show you what else is, what's going on. So our opponent has the Clefable, my baby, Mega Beedrill, Milotic, my other baby, Shaman, Tyrantrum, Zoroark with Z-moves, Bronzong, Swellow, Typhlosion, Rotom, and Sandslash. While we have the Excadrill with Z-moves, T-Tar, Tangrowth, Florges, Mismagius, Uxie, Blaziken with Z-moves, Porygon-Z, Samurott, and Mega Ampharos. Now I will say this right now, this is the last week we're going to have Blaziken with Z-moves, and the last week we're going to have Samurott. After last week, I kind of realized I really want to have a Poison type on my team, and I also really want a better Water type, and I could do that by dropping Samurott and dropping the Z-move on either Drill or Blaziken, and picking up a tier 4 Water type, and that is Qwilfish. So Qwilfish is a very nice Pokemon, guys. Intimidate, of course, very nice. You have access to Swift Swim as well if I wanted to run a Rain Dance set, I guess. But you get access to Spikes, Toxic Spikes. It's just a very nice Pokemon overall, and it can still set up and sweep with Priority Aqua Jet, powerful moves like Liquidation, Poison Jab, and yeah. So we'll get into that a bit later. Hopefully we can bring it this season. I know in P4G I kind of made some transactions and have not brought any of them yet. I had Girder, didn't bring it. I had Servine, didn't bring it. And I have Roselia, have not brought it yet. So what are you gonna do there? Anyways, let's get into the team builder. So our opponent has all these great things I said before. I'm not gonna go to that again, but let's start off with what we brought. So we brought our Excadrill here with our Excadrill, Doug, the Excadrill, with the Groundium Z, Earthquake, Iron Head, Shadow Claw, and Storage Dance. Now I knew two things. First thing was I needed to decide between either Z Earthquake or Z Shadow Claw. Z Shadow Claw for the Bronzong, of course, because Levitate Bronzong, and Z Earthquake for the Milotic. At +2 we OHKO Milotic. At +2 Z Shadow Claw will OHKO the Bronzong, but he's going to have the Castleberry for sure. Actually, I don't think it does OHKO. Actually, I could be wrong. I may be messing up, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't OHKO. Basically, what I wanted to do with all this was I was debating which one would be more important, and Pedro was talking about it, saying like I think it's going to be Z Shadow Claw, but I said Shadow Claw really can 2-KO Bronzong at +2, even if he doesn't have even if he has the berry. So I don't want to use that. And Earthquake, I think the Milotic's going to be a bit more of a problem for me. I can definitely deal with the Bronzong because it doesn't have reliable recovery, and the Milotic does, so that was part of it. But yeah, and we have Sandrush, of course, because we're going to be needing to outspeed things. I believe the speed on this set was to outspeed a Scarf Zoroark. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was for. Anyways, moving on though, we have Littlefoot, our T-Tower, with the Smooth Rock, Stone Edge, Crunch, Pursuit, and Stealth Rock. I really didn't like the moveset on this thing. Stealth Rock were important, that was a must bring. Pursuit was a must bring. Stone Edge was very important to bring, but I want to pack on something else. I want to pack on potentially, what was I thinking of packing on? I was thinking about grabbing the Iron Head, I think it was? I think so, I can't remember. Or the Earthquake, one of the two. Or the Earth Power, I should say, because I was scared of the Tyrantrum. Yeah, I can't remember right now, but anyways, this thing, it can do a lot of work to our opponent. Rock and what is it? dark coverage are pretty strong against him, so I really want to make sure that we have a strong matchup with our T-Tar. Moving on though, we have Chicken Run, our Assault Vest Blaziken. This set I kind of just threw together. The speed is there to outspeed a max speed Beedrill, max speed admin Beedrill I should say, at +1 because we do have the Flame Charge. We have T-Punch there for the Milotic, when I'm pretty sure High Jump Kick does more. I kind of realized that going into the battle. I think High Jump Kick does more. I didn't even have to calc it. That's just whatever. And then we have Flare Blast to hit everything super hard. I was really debating running Fire Punch or potentially Blaze Kick, but 1, accuracy for Blaze Kick, and 2, Fire Punch just didn't get the necessary KOs or 2 KOs that I really wanted. Part of it was also I wanted to make sure I O-code Defensive Shaman, and Flare Blitz did that and not Fire Punch. So yeah, moving on though, we have Dr. Penfield, our Porygon-Z here. I replaced the Wise Glasses that Pedro built on this thing with the leftovers just because I want to have a bit more longevity, and I was kind of worried about the Zoroark Sucker Punch. So yeah, we have Tri-Attack, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot, and Agility. Nothing on this team resists the combination of this. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that really wants to take a hit is a specially defensive Shaman, or special defensive Fable, I guess. And that's pretty much it. Everything else just goes down. So that's that. I don't know what the speed is there for. Actually I do know. The speed is there, so at +2 we speed tie with Zoroark. I could have made it outspeed. There actually was a bit of a not misgen, but there was a bit of a calc on Pedro's part. I think he did it at level 100, and then I brought it down to level 50 and saw there was a couple EVs that were that could have been placed somewhere else. So that I just did it with the 4 and 4 right there for the defense and speed. And I could have added them into the speed. Sorry, the defense and special defense. I could have added that to speed to make sure we outsped Scarf's Zoroark. But again, he wasn't going to be max speed, like max with the Scarf. It just didn't make sense. Because seeing as I believe it's what is it? I think it's base 110 if I'm mistaken. I don't know. Anyways, moving on though, we have our. Oh, I just want to say though, the plan with this Porygon set is to actually Nasty Plot or Agility, not both, because there's no chance we'll be able to do both. None. So that's that. Moving on though, we have Mega Ampharos, Pantene Dream here. I kind of messed up here. It should be with no space, and because of that, the M is actually cut off in the battle, which sucks. But we have our shiny Mega Ampharos here, T-Bolt, Dragon Pulse, Volt Switch, and Thunder Wave. I don't really like Thunder Wave on this set. I don't think it's the best option. I told Pedro I wanted Thunder Wave on it, and he kind of said, okay, go ahead. And he gave me the rest of the set, so big thank you to Pedro. And yeah, nothing too crazy about it other than that. And then finally we have Dainty here, a lure for the Mega Beedrill, Moonblast, Psychic, Wish, and Protect. I really needed the Kempe Berry because I die to a adaptability boosted poison jab from Mega Beedrill. So Kempe Berry, Psychic will not OHKO, but it'll do a ton of damage to it, and then it'll probably chip it down to where Rocks will take it out. So that's that, guys. That's our team. If you guys think, well, let me know who you think will be the MVP of the matchup. Also, let me know what you guys are most excited for the second half of the season. And yeah, guys, let's get into the battle. Alright guys, we are back with the battle. Now, as you can see, he brought the Mega Beedrill, Zoroark, Milotic, Shaman, Clefable, and the Bronzong. I knew 100% he was going to bring the Beedrill, the Milotic, the Shaman, the Clefable, and the Bronzong. The last spot, the Zoroark, I was kind of unsure if he would bring that, or if he was going to bring something else like the Tyrantrum. But, I mean, he's got a very scary team with a lot of walls. He actually 6-0'd his opponent last week, I believe, with just, well, walls. He kind of toxic stalled his opponent last week, which is kind of insane. So I'm hoping our offense can be enough to break down his team. And honestly, I'm very, very skeptical because he has really good answers to our sand. So let's get started. I'm going to lead off with my Ampharos. I can Volt Switch out on whatever he sends in, and that is pretty much the plan here, especially since, I mean, his team is kind of, well, scary. So he's going to lead off. I lead off with Pantene Dream. He's going to lead off with the Iron B, his Beedrill. Now I'm thinking this is maybe the Zoroark, and I'm going to know right now if he Mega Evolves or not and switches out. But I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, and of course he Mega Evolves, meaning that is actually the Mega Beedrill. So I go for the Volt Switch here, and this should not OHKO the Beedrill, but do a ton of damage to it if he stays in. And yeah, Mega Evolve, Ampharos is here. We have a decent amount in HP and defense, so we should be able to take any hit he wants to go for. We actually have to recreate because right here, actually, like right here, we DC'd, and he actually did, I believe, 98. I was at 98, I think, or something like that, so he got a bit of a lower roll on the recreation. That's okay. I go for the Volt Switch here, and right here I was thinking, like, I don't know what I want to go to, Blaziken or PZ. And I went to PZ because I was worried about the Milotic coming in and getting the free Flame Orb from the Shaman. So I get the attack raise. That shows me it's especially defensive Shaman here, and at this point I'm thinking I should have been adaptability. And I click the Tri-Attack here, because the Tri-Attack will do a ton of damage to everything that comes in except for the Bronzong, and that's okay. I go for the Nasty Plot now, and Nasty Plot is there because I kind of Nasty Plot because I knew I could do whatever I wanted to against him. The Gyro Wall wouldn't be a 2-KO, so yeah. Anyways, he goes into his Milotic here, gets the Flame Orb. I'm going to go for the Tri-Attack, and this should do about enough to 2-KO, And yeah, it does. But he goes for the haze, and that's pretty cool on his part. But the good thing about the downside about Flame War Milotic is that if he has haze, I can just keep setting up because he's if he recovers, okay, that's fine. I set up and then he's still in range. If he goes to the haze, that's okay. Flame War was chipping him down. So I go for the nasty plot here. At this point, I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, and I know he's Kebiberry. I knew he was gonna be Kebiberry for the Excadrill. It's the only thing he could have been. And yeah, so Kebiberry, Cassiberry. Sorry, there we go. Cassiberry weakens the damage. And at this point, I go for the Agility as he misses his Toxic, and the Toxic miss was huge there, guys, because as you're gonna see, I can pretty much freely go for game here. I'm at +2/+2. I go for the Tri-Attack. Unless he has like Thunder Wave or Encore or something on this set, he's gonna win. I'll win. So I go for the Tri-Attack, and he actually reveals to be Hidden Power Fighting, which is kind of interesting. So that's for the T-Jar, of course. So I go for the Tri-Attack again, and we take out the Clefable. So Porygon-Z already coming through, really denting down the Bronzong, the Milotic, and killing the Clefable, which is awesome. Now, this is not a roll to KO if he's specially defensive. I don't think he KOs if he's just max HP. And we crit him there, so he is specially defensive, and that's unfortunate. He goes to the Giga Drain here, and because like a decent amount of health, and of course we have our leftovers. And this is great because at this point we are slowly but surely getting out of range for the Sucker Punch from the Zoroark. I'm really worried about him being potentially Life Orb. So I go for the Tri-Attack again, then Tri-Attack takes him out. And of course, I'm really hoping that we can beat this Zoroark here, because I know it's going to come in now, it's going to click Sucker Punch, and it's going to try and beat me. So in comes the Pal Tower, it's at full HP, that means it's a Zoroark. So I go for the Tri-Attack as he goes to the Sucker Punch, and we live that hit. If he was Adamant Max Attack Life Orb, we would, the max roll, the minimum rolls, I should say, would be 99 HP, and we were at 100, so it would have been a close call, but he wasn't Life Orb, of course, so we were guaranteed to live that hit. He sends in the Iron B here, and I'm going to go for the Tri-Attack here, he's hoping he outspeeds, he does not, and the Tri-Attack will come out and finish off this Bumblebee. And at this point here, guys, he's going to send in, I believe, his Milotic, yeah, and right now, he's going to actually forfeit the game. So we picked up a very nice win here, guys. I was very not confident in this matchup at all. I did not expect to win this game. I was going in thinking like, oh, I really want to show out like after my first loss and show you guys like that was a one-time thing. But then my matchup kind of said, no, not happening. But then Porygon-Z 6-0'd, so that's interesting. I do want to say though, the Toxic Miss that the Bronzong had on the Porygon-Z was huge. It would not have been a 6-0. He might have been able to bring it back, but I do want to guarantee, and I will guarantee this. The fact that even if he landed the Toxic, I should say, we were still at +2/+2, and we still had leftovers. I think it would have been like 6-7 turns at least until the Porygon-Z would go down. He does have the Sucker Punch on the Zoroark, of course, but we would have been able to live some hits. I could have like faked the nasty plot or whatever it is, and I don't know. You get the point. I could have made him lose some PP on Sucker Punch, but basically the Milotic was at 30%. The Shaman would have been pretty much down because if he didn't go into Shaman, he would have had to sack something else off. The Bronzong was at like 30%, and the Clefable was gone. So there, he had no answers for my sand left, and because of that, I think I could have just sent in my T-Tar. I'd have 8 turns of sand, and then gone to my drill, and then been able to sweep through his team. So I definitely think that this PZ set put in a lot of work. So shout out to Pedro for the Dual Dance Porygon-Z set. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure to go check out our opponents, Shady. His link will be in the description below, as well as the rest of the coaches in the IBL. Also, guys, please do me a huge favor. Go and check out the Twitter account of the IBL and follow it. Go and check out the YouTube channel of the IBL and subscribe to it. We have a ton of great analysts who release power rankings, who release recaps, who release pick'ems. This is honestly one of the best leagues you could be a part of, one of the best communities to be a part of, so I really suggest you guys do that. Anyways, guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.